What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with some more NBA player props as well as talking about some of these game lines. And this slate today, very good slate for NBA in my personal opinion. Now, we had a great day yesterday. If you look at our free picks yesterday, the only play that ended up missing yesterday was going to be for our man Trey Murphy for 2.5 3-points made. Dude shot 5 threes in the first quarter and missed every single one of them. When that happens, obviously, they kind of toned down their volume on the 3 points. I think he ended with 9 and hit 1 for 9 or something. Still put up a lot of shot volume. I don't think the play itself was bad, but we did get chalked by that. The other slip we played for our free picks, this is from the free picks, SAR, Embiid, and SGA. That one cashed pretty easily. SGA was actually the sweatiest prop on there, and 250 for 442. Overall, yesterday was a good day. These are our wins, and I will say, so if you guys are wondering, I had somebody ask in the comments the other day, how can you play $100 tacos? Well, I'm Prizepicks VIP. You unlock VIP after you've been playing on Prizepicks for a long period of time, and you'll just get a random email. I'm not affiliated with Prizepicks. I don't even have a Prizepicks code, but they send you an email. They're like, yo, we want to invite you to our VIP program. You play a lot on our platform, and when they do that and you accept, they allow you to play extra on the promos. So promos, $100 for 210. Now, yesterday, after the first taco, I realized I can play $150. So you can see here, I played this $100 SGA and a Sabonis taco, and then I saw the taco was still up and tried to lock it in again, and it worked for another 50. And I was like, okay, so I can play 150 on tacos now. And then I ended up playing it on the next one, Kawhi with Peyton Watson right here, 150 to win 330. So really good day on the tacos as of yesterday. Hopefully we can continue to hit on the tacos, because I know the tacos as of lately have been a little bit of a struggle. And hold on. My dog is throwing up in the floor. I will be right back. Don't you just love 6 a.m. cleaning up throw up from your dogs? Me too. But where I was is talking about these wins. Had $150 slips on Prizepicks, for the tacos. Let us play them. Did good on our money lines again yesterday. Cashed the Wizards money line, Detroit plus the Knicks on a parlay. Had Nebraska for college basketball, as well as these two chalkboard slips. The bet tracker as of yesterday, I ended up profiting $135 on my money lines, which is about half a unit. Unfortunately, we did end up missing a couple of them, so I'll show you the ones I ended up playing. These are the money lines I played. Knicks and Pistons, Nets money line, Wizards money line, Bucks money line. So I played a third of a unit, and I even showed this in the Discord, and I will show you guys proof of what I posted in the Discord. So here's the write-up for that. I pulled this up. You can see I said pay attention to the unit sizing on these. It matters a lot. Pistons and Knicks, 1 unit. Nets money line, 0.33. Wizards money line, 0.33. Bucks money line, 0.33. So a third of a unit on all 3 of these. All 3 of these were very heavy underdogs. And if one of these underdogs we win, we at minimum break even or slightly profit, depending on the one that hits. And if 2 or more of these upsets happen, we will profit 1 to 3 units. So took a risk on that. The mindset behind that was just risk a unit max. If all 3 of them miss, we only lose a unit. We don't want to put too much money on underdogs like this, but ended up working in our favor. Wizards ended up cashing, which ended up paying for the other 2 slips. $150 profit plus the 75 entry. The entry fee pays for itself. $150 profit pays for the other 2 entries that we played. So we broke even on those 3 underdogs and then profited on our Knicks parlay. So if one of these other ones would have hit, which we had Bucks and Nets, both of those were live dogs, we would have had a very good day. Unfortunately, they both lost. But we're still up $8,324 on the month from our money lines. Now, after yesterday, our player props come back up. We broke even on Parlay Play. Parlay Play has been the app that I've struggled on lately, but we did good yesterday, so let's continue doing that, hopefully. If you guys do want to get all those plays, link to our WAP is down in the description. You get every single money line I play. If you're telling everything I'm playing, then you're up big this month. If you want to tell $10 a week or $25 a month, and you can get 20% off using code NBA if you guys sign up now. But anyways, guys, I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of our VIP. You guys know how this works if you've been watching the channel. If this video gets 250 likes, I select a random comment to win free VIP, which is $25 value. So make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. You do have to be subscribed to win. So if you have not subbed, smash that subscribe button and drop your comment down below. You can let me know your favorite prop of the day. You can say, hey, you can say you hate me, whatever you want to do. Just leave a comment and you have your chance at free VIP. Let's go ahead ahead and pick our winner. Winner from yesterday's video is going to be for Scarface405. He said, let's get it. Well, Scarface, send me a message on Discord. I will get you added for that free month, my man. I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Let's go ahead and lock in these or look at these games. So your boy's on a time frame this morning. I don't have much time. I have to take my wife to the doctor. I'm running a little bit later than usual on getting this video. I got up at like 5:30. It's currently a little after 6, and I got to be gone here in just a minute. But regardless, let's take a look at these games. So we have Lakers, Cavs, great game to look at. Bulls, Pacers, another good game to look at. Hawks, Celtics. I think there's some disrespect here we'll talk about in a second, but let's briefly run through these games. We're not going to do our normal thing. We're going to look at injury news for these, and that's about it. So we got Lakers, Cavs. I think this game could go either way. Looking at the Lakers, they're missing Austin Reeves and then Thiero, which we already know of, and then Cleveland. We're missing Garland. They're missing Mobley, missing Max Strus. Let me confirm Max Strus's availability here if I can click him. It's not going to give me any information. I don't know Strus is still out. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, left foot surgery. So no Strus, no Mobley, no Garland. DeAndre Hunter's probable. Livingston's out. Merrill's probable. And then Luke is questionable. So missing a lot of players on this Cavs team. Lakers obviously missing AR is what we're looking at. Lakers have won 4 of the last 5, been playing well. The Cavs have been playing very, very well themselves. You can see they've won a majority of games they've been playing as of lately. Now, they just come off of a win versus Orlando 2 days ago. Same thing for the Lakers, a win over the Bulls. Broke that Bulls win streak a couple days ago. I think this is a spot for the Lakers, man. Cavs at home have won 2 games in a row. The Lakers have traveled 3 of their last 4 and have won their games. So I like the Lakers here. I think the Lakers are live dogs. They're plus 144 underdogs, and I think they have a chance of coming and getting a win here, especially without Mobley and without Garland. This Cavs team should struggle. Now, I know the Lakers have been coin flip, but give me the Lakers money line for plus money. That's what I'm going to be locking in. Next game on the slate is going to be Bulls versus Pacers. This is a gold mine for props, in my opinion. In terms of these two teams, the Bulls just had their win streak broken. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. The Pacers have won 1 of their last 5. So the Pacers are on a kind of the opposite of what the Bulls have been doing. Pacers have been playing better basketball as of lately. Looking at Chicago injury news, missing Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kawamura is questionable, and then Emmanuel Miller is also questionable. When you look at the Indiana side of things, missing Obi Toppin, and then you got Jarris Walker, who's also questionable. So pretty much fully healthy for this Pacers team for the most part for this season anyway. Obviously, there's no Halliburton, but Pacers looking better. Think they keep this game competitive. Realistically, the Bulls are the better team here. I think the Bulls probably win, but this game's coin flip. I'm probably not going to be putting money on this one in terms of money lines. It's going to be mainly player props. Next game. All right, this is a game that I find slightly disrespectful, and we'll talk about it. So you got Atlanta plus 223 underdogs on the road versus the Celtics. Now, I know that Boston has been very good this season, 29-17 on the season. I'm not throwing any shade towards the Celtics because the Celtics have played extremely good without Tatum. But Atlanta is not that bad of a team. Plus 223 is crazy. They've won 3 straight games. I know they went on a huge little loss streak here after they traded Trae Young, but they've been playing good lately. They just beat Memphis, they beat Phoenix, and they beat the Pacers. Memphis has been playing better. Pacers have been playing better. Phoenix is Phoenix, so I don't think they have Booker that game, but still, the Hawks have won 3 in a row. Now, they're on the road today versus a Celtics team that has been very strong at home, a 67% win rate, but for 223 odds, it's hard for me not to put money on Atlanta here. So Atlanta's missing Porzingis, and they're missing Aristochet, whereas Boston is missing Luke Garza potentially, and then you got Cato, who's doubtful, and then obviously Tatum is still out. So for me, I'm going to run with I think the Celtics are the better team, I'll be honest with you, but I don't think they're far superior to the Hawks team. I don't think so at all. And I think that the Hawks are live dogs. So for plus 223, taking Atlanta is a team that I'm definitely going to be doing, especially when all this money is going to be on the Celtics side. So 70% plus on both Celtics, covering the money line and the spread. Give me Atlanta Hawks all day for plus 223. That's what I'm going to lock in. Next game is the Heat Magic, another bomb game, man. The Magic are missing Castleton and Wagner still. Miami is potentially missing Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, and Ware. So for this game, you can't pick a winner until you decide who is playing, unless you just think Orlando's the better team. If you think Orlando's better and you just want to play them anyways, they're not missing their players, take them. But on the Miami side of things, man, this is what you need to wait for. Norman Powell is huge for Miami. Davion Mitchell's big for Miami. Ware is big for Miami. So you have to wait for these 3 players to get either ruled in or ruled out. So this game is going to be a dodge for now. Fully healthy teams in Miami. The way they've been playing, give me Miami, but 4 losses in a row for the Magic. the Magic aren't that bad of a team, man. I think they're due for a win. I said that last game they still lost. Maybe they continue their loss streak, but I think they're due for a win, so maybe this is a spot for Orlando. Next game's going to be Raptors versus the Knicks. The Knicks are on a back-to-back. They are plus money on the road versus Toronto. Toronto minus 113 at home. Right now, Toronto has won 4 straight games, all 4 of these games on the road. So they're finally at home. The Knicks on a 3-game win streak after having their little meeting with Brunson. They have no injuries today. Toronto, most of their injuries are gone. They're missing Hepburn. They're missing Colin Murray-Boyles. Most likely, he's questionable. Then they got Jakob Poeltl, who is still out. So other than that, this team's fully healthy. Quickly, Ingram, Barrett, Barnes, all back in. So team looks good. This Raptors team is strong when they're healthy. A lot of the money right now is going to be on Raptors or on Knicks money line, but on the Raptors covering a 1.5 spread. So if the Knicks weren't on a back-to-back, I say give me the Knicks all day. The Knicks being on a back-to-back worries me. I'm not sure where I'll fall in this game just yet. I'm going to wait just to confirm no injury news, confirm Towns doesn't end up randomly sitting or something. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I make my mind up on this game. But for now, it's coin flip, man. It's coin flip. Give me maybe the Knicks, dude. I might be honest. If everybody's healthy for the Knicks, I might end up running the Knicks again, even though they're on a back-to-back and traveling. So we'll see what happens. Next game, another disrespectful game in my opinion. You're looking at Charlotte minus 122 on the road versus Memphis. 70% of the money is going to be on the Charlotte, 94% on them covering the spread, which is a massive amount of money on Charlotte. Now, if you look at the Grizzlies, lost 3 in a row. Charlotte has won 3 in a row. They just blew out the Sixers. Looking at Charlotte, they're missing KJ Simpson. Mason Plumlee is out. KJ Simpson's questionable. Memphis is missing Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, Ty Jerome, Ja Morant, and Scottie Pippen. So this Memphis team's missing all kinds of players. It's a tough team that's dealing with a lot of injuries. So for me, I was looking at Hornets money line. I just know it. I just know the Hornets are going to lose because I'm going to play them. The whole public is on this game, which means it's hard to want to bet on them when everybody's on them. But I like the Hornets here, man. My gut tells me the Hornets win. My gut also tells me since I want the Hornets to win and think the Hornets are going to win, they're going to lose because that's how it goes for the Hornets for me. So give me the Hornets, but if you like the Grizzlies at all, you should probably play the Grizzlies for plus money. I'm just going to say that right there. Next game is going to be Minnesota versus the Mavericks. This game I'm not going to play too much on. The Mavericks have been looking very, very good at home. 54% win rate. They've won a lot of their games at home as of recently. Timberwolves have only won one of their last 6 games. Just beat Golden State. So the Timberwolves have been struggling. Ant-Man is potentially going to be out this game. Dallas is missing a lot of players. You can just go down the list here. Cooper Flag is going to be a very big one for this one. But regardless, pay attention to this game. It's not something that I'm looking at a lot right now until injury news. Julius Randle is pretty much the only thing I'm looking at in this game personally. I do think the Timberwolves are the better team, but without Ant-Man, I do think Dallas can win this game. Next game is going to be Warriors versus Jazz. Jazz are plus 335 at home, playing against Golden State. The Jazz are on a back-to-back, looking at the Warriors coming off of a loss versus Minnesota, but they won the game before that, so a back-to-back versus Minnesota. Both in Minnesota. Looking at Jazz, they've lost 3 in a row, just got beat by the Clippers in a pretty close game last night. Lauri Markkanen is back. He played 29 minutes last night. Keontae George is questionable, and Nurkic is questionable. If all these guys play, I think the Jazz are still live dogs at home. But if they sit on a back-to-back, I don't think the Jazz are going to beat a fresh Warriors team. When you look at the Warriors side of things, missing Butler, you got Cryer, who is questionable. Your boy had to pause the video for a second to sneeze 16 times, so it's not an exaggeration. Anyways, Cryer questionable, Curry probable, Draymond probable, Gary Payton probable, no Kuminga. So missing some players, probable other players. Not a game that I love, but we'll see after injury news. Last game on the slate is the best game in my opinion, arguably. I like this one, and I like the Lakers game. Those are my 2 favorite games on the slate. But you got the Spurs taking on the Rockets. This one is going to take place in Houston. Houston minus 133 favorites at home, 2.5 spread. The money is the majority going to be on the Spurs. Looking at these 2 teams, you have 2 teams that have won most of their games this season. You look at the Spurs; they're coming off of a game that they just lost versus the Pelicans, whereas the Rockets have won 5 of their last 6 games. Now, the thing about the Rockets at home have an 84% win rate. This team has only lost 3 of 19 games this season. Very, very hard to beat at home. Do I think the Spurs can win? Yes. This is a team that can definitely beat the Rockets. If the Rockets are going to lose a game, it's going to be to the Spurs most likely, or OKC, something like that, at home. But anyways, the Spurs are missing Sohan, he's questionable anyways, and then Houston's missing Steven Adams and Fred VanVleet. Now, these 2 teams pretty much fully healthy, main starters or whatever, we're good to go, but in terms of picking a winner on this one you can't really you can choose wrong, obviously, but you can't choose wrong either because either of them can win. So this game is really just trust your gut. I want to take the Spurs because I think the Rockets are due for a loss at home, but also the same thing, man. This Rockets team's so freaking good at home. Like I don't know just yet. This game starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, so I got plenty of time to make my mind up on this one. I'm not going to give you guys a pick for this one just yet because I'm not 100% sure. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some player props. Like I said, I'm on a time limit. If you guys do want to sign up for any of our partnered apps down in the description, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. But any of the apps in the description get you a free month of VIP. The one I push the most is going to be Parlay Play. Parlay Play is one of my favorite apps. I just locked in one of the free slips. We'll show you in a minute. But on Parlay Play, right now, if you sign up using code FantasyAces, they will give you $5 for free. You get a deposit match up to $100, and you get our free VIP. So no-brainer there. Do it with any of the apps in the description, and you get yourself a free month. But let's go ahead and jump into our player props for today. The first slip that I want to lock in is going to be for our man Brandon Ingram. So Ingram is going to be the first prop. I'm taking him for 18 points. For whatever reason, Ingram's line has been lower, and it's because all their players are healthy. But Ingram at 18 points is a line that's just something he can cash about any game. Now, I know he just missed this game, but if you look at his shot attempts, he shot 18 shots, 28% from the field, still had 13 points, a couple more buckets, and he cashes it. So I like Ingram for 18 points about every game. He's cashed at 74% on the season. Head-to-head, he's cashed at his only game this season versus the Knicks. Or I lied, both of these games are versus the Knicks. He had 14 points in game 1. He had 31 points in game 2 where they actually got beat by 16. The first game, they got beat by 22. Looking at their minutes, he played 32 minutes and then 38 minutes. If the game stays competitive at all, which it should because the Knicks are playing on a back-to-back, then I do think Ingram can give us 18 points pretty easily. So give me Brandon Ingram here. I locked him in over here. You can already see I played Brandon Ingram with Pascal Siakam, 24.5 points and assists, 250 to win 445. So let's pull up Pascal Siakam. Siakam is a play that I actually like a lot of his different plays today. So I like his PRA, I like his points and rebounds, and I like his points and assists. So his points and assists line, 24.5. Favorite prop. It's very safe compared to the others. 9 of his last 10 he's cashed. He's cashed at 78% on the season. I was looking at his points and rebounds at 29.5, which is better payout than the 24.5 points and assists. But his hit rate has been kind of hit or miss. Now, what you need to look at when you're doing this is how many rebounds is he averaging per game, and then how many assists. So rebounds per game, he's averaging 7 on the season. Assists per game, he's averaging 4 on the season. So you might be like, why would you play rebound or assists over rebounds? Look at his last few games. He's getting around 5 assists per game. He has a high ceiling of 6 and 7 assists some of these games. Some of these games he's getting 8 to 10. So Siakam can get a lot of assists. 18 points, he can get 6 assists or 7 assists. He can get, Siakam can give us 20 points tonight. He can give us 24 points. You never know. I just like the points and assist line better. Now, his PRA line at 34.5, I like this as well. He's cashed at 60% on the season. He's cashed at both games he's played this season, 47 and 37. It's the best matchup he can possibly get versus the Bulls. Fast-paced game, easy defensive matchup. So I like Siakam pretty much for anything. But points and assists is what I ran with if you want to tell exactly what I did. Siakam and Ingram I have locked in right here for like a 1.8x if you want to tell it. Now, the second slip that I played, or I'm going to play, is going to be for our man Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has a good matchup versus Atlanta. Should be a pretty fast-paced game. Should be a competitive game in a spot where I think Atlanta can win. Brown for 25 points. He's good for every game. He's cashed at 9 of his last 10. He's cashed at 80% on the season. Head-to-head, he's cashed at 2 of his last 3 games versus Atlanta. 1 game from this season, he had 41 points. Obviously, point matchup for Atlanta is about as good as it gets. 119 points per game on average they give up, which is the 25th fastest-paced team in the league. So, great matchup for Jaylen Brown, 25 points. Not much that really needs to be said about this. So let's pull him up. Jaylen Brown, 24.5 points. Who am I going to pair him with? I'm taking Jaylen Brown, and I'm locking him in with our man Kobe White. Now, Kobe White is going to be boosted on Parlay Play. Their boosts have been a little bit rough lately. I like this play. Kobe White for 18 points. He's cashed 6 of his last 10 games. He's cashed at 70% of games on the season. Head-to-head, he has cashed this every single game he has played versus the Pacers. This is a guy that turns up versus the Pacers. Only game this season, he had 22 points. He's put up 14 field goal attempts. Now, looking out on the season, he's averaging 13.5 field goal attempts, Last 10 games, he's averaging 11.9. But this also comes from the games that he got injured in, played 6.6 minutes, 20-something minutes. He comes back from his injury, and you can see kind of where he's going since the 16. 17 points, 24, 27, 22, 22. Looking at his field goal attempts, 15, 14, 16, 16, 16, 13. So dude has been putting up quite a bit of shot volume. 18 points is not that many. 7 3-point attempts, double-digit 3-point attempts in his last 5 games. Like, the dude has been putting up a lot of shots. I don't expect him to turn it down this game versus the Pacers, especially in a game. It's in Indiana. The Pacers can win this game, so the Bulls are going to be playing competitively. It's not going to be some blowout, I don't think. If it's a blowout, it's one of those fluke blowout games that shouldn't happen, but it should be competitive. Pacers are fast-paced, give up 24th in the league in points. This game's got a shootout all over it, and I like this play a lot for our man Kobe White, so I'm going to lock him in. And like I said, this one is going to be a promo. Kobe White, 17.5 points is a 1.64x. This is a complete double-up, 2.03. 250 wins 507. Let's lock it in. So those are the 2 slips I locked in for today, guys. We've got it locked in. Siakam with Ingram, Kobe White with Jaylen Brown. I'll refresh so you know it's legit. And those are the 2 slips that I have for today. So lock them in if you like them. Fade them if you don't. I hope you guys have the greatest day. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I know I kind of ran through this very, very quickly. Like I said, I'm cutting it for time. If I wanted to make a video, I had to make it fast. So that's what I got for today. Hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see y'all in the next video.